play for some of the other big schools in the system, or the suburban schools. But nonetheless, it's just shocking to see a Class A school put in that position. So, but maybe it's their nickname, the Bunnies.
Well, yeah, they're ferocious bunnies.
So I've been told. Stu Pospisil, the longtime World Herald high school sports writer, was a classmate of Jones and mine at the UNL College of Journalism. So I've known Stu forever, and he always was talking about the Vincent Buddies because he went there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Midwest Land, the one that they appointed you to be chair on, Don? Is it Midwest Land stuff or the sustainable beef stuff? Okay. They're just waiting to see if somebody else shows up. Here's Greg. Staroska would have had.
Yeah, he had another conflict.
All right, sorry for being late.
Okay, we're going to call this meeting to order. A current copy of the Open Meetings Act of Nebraska is posted on the back wall of the council chambers. Let's do roll call.
Wilkie,
Here.
Rosca, Lucas,
Here.
Cubby, here, Mendenhall.
Here. Okay. Next item is review and approval of minutes from September 20th.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Let's vote.
Wilkie,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Cubby, yes, Mendenhall.
Yes. Okay. The next item here, I did talk with Mike Bacon this morning before I came. Did you want to talk about this here, the technicality of what we're doing here in this item? Or do you want me to?
I can. So Mike would have been the one that was involved in drafting this and negotiating it with the parties that were involved. But my understanding of it from reviewing it is that what they're doing is that this would be the multifamily developer, and Midwest Land is assigning some of its rights and obligations under the redevelopment contract to this other entity.
And if you saw in what came on your email, the items that were changed were highlighted or underlined or color. And so that's just, I think this developer wants to make sure that some things in the development contract not pertaining to them does not complicate their adherence with the plan for their bond on their portion of it. So when I talked with Mike this morning, he said pretty straightforward. And it's just a formal assignment from Midwest to them. Any discussion,
Or questions?
questions? Okay,
So we ready for a motion?
so I'm trying to figure out which one of these has the motion on it. Oh, yeah, we need a motion. Right,
Make motion to consider the approval of partial assignment and assumption of the development contract NP CRE one LLC.
second that motion. Any discussion? Let's vote.
Wilkie,
Yes?
Lucas,
Yes.
Tubby, yes, Mendenhall.
Yes.
Okay. And then if I understand this correctly, there's another part of this. You look at the next attachment. It's NPCRE 2. So we have an additional assignee that we have to approve with that item.
Here's the motion. Make motion to consider the approval of partial assignment and assumption of redevelopment contract NPCR 2.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions, discussion? Okay, let's vote.
Wilkie,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Tubby, yes, Mendenhall.
Yes.
Okay. And finally, this will then, those things will need an amendment for the Midwest original contract. So by approving those, that will amend section 4.01A of their Midwest land development contract that we previously approved. Any questions? Need a motion?
So the number 6, I make a motion that we approve the request of Midwest Land Development to amend section 4.01A of Midwest Land Development Contract.
Second.
In your materials, is there specific language for the amendment?
Hmm.
It's just.
Or do we need to pull that? Because there was an email, I didn't specifically ask him that this morning, or is that one need to be pulled?
Sorry, I got the same thing from Mike Bacon when I asked him about it for the precinct story to the Telegraph. He said it might or might not be necessary. But I usually wouldn't say anything here, but
Yeah, well, and I'm just wondering, I didn't see anything more as to a specific language as to what was being amended. And if we had something that we could reference as part of the motion, I would feel more comfortable with it.
Mike said in my email that it might not be necessary in light of the action of the city council until Tuesday.
Well, because in looking at section 4.01A, that's the provision that requires Midwest Land to purchase, I can pull it up here too. It says something about entering in the incremental purchase of city land by December 1, which the city council did approve the purchase agreement and option for the purchase of all of that land
Tuesday,
on
correct?
Tuesday. And so I'll read the specific language from it here for everyone real quick. So it's 4.01A reads, redeveloper shall enter into an agreement for the incremental parcel purchases of the redevelopment project area owned by the city prior to December 1, 2024. So they've met that part of it because the agreement's been approved, and so I think that part of it is taken care of. And from my perspective, that was one of their concerns, was getting that done in a pretty timely manner, even well before December 1. So that's why we had it on city council. The next part of it is purchase the remainder of the redevelopment project area prior to December 10. And so I think that's one of the things that they were working on, was closing on the sale of the rest of the land. So from my perspective, I don't see that we need to we need to consider, item number 6, so, if you guys want to withdraw your motion in second,
I'll withdraw my second.
And I'll withdraw my motion.
and then if there's other action we need to take, we can always take it back up, but in looking at it, I'm not sure that there's anything we really need to do right now, because, other than them closing on the purchase of the remainder of the redevelopment project area, I know they're working on getting that done.
But I don't think that was a contention of the developer. I think it was that first
It was the first piece.
December.
Yeah, and it was
First
getting
one.
something, it was getting an agreement with the city for the incremental purchase, which that's been resolved, so.
Okay,
So I think we're good there.
so we're gonna pull that item, and we're not gonna further amend their contract. Is that good?
Yep.
Okay. Any other business this morning? Okay. We're adjourned.